and welcome to the court of the Edijester. It's all going on, I tell you. It's all going on. Wee, I'm sitting on a gold mine. I'm watching everything unfold on Twitter, and of course I'm doing what I usually do, which is provoke people, say things that are guaranteed to upset, or just, wax lyrical and post like I'm some kind of bloody philosopher, right? So I've been watching it, and you've all been doing it. I've all seen you having a go and, throwing your two pennyworth. Give us what for. And now we're beginning to see the reactions to the riots, all this nonsense, what people have done, the fast track of Starmers, who will be brought before the courts. It's amazing how fast they can move when they want to. It's all happening, right? So we've got somebody's gone to prison for, 20 months for a social media post. Another one's gone to prison for 24 months. You're seeing it all come out now. But there's one big problem with it, and this is what's bothering me. This is only a short one, so do stay with me. This is what's bothering me. If they don't tell us what it is they said, we can't judge the proportionality. Can we? So if that person who got 20 months had put up, right, everybody get in your kitchen drawer, bring your largest carving knife, we're gonna go and slash up some pufters. Right. I'd be going, yeah, probably 20 months and a bit, and a bit of work from Prevent might be useful for this one. Or if they posted, there's a guy who works down the chip shop, thinks he's Elvis, I'm going to go and smack him in the face, bring a club, then I'm sure we'd all agree that he's probably best behind bars for a while till he sorts himself out. But a woman who puts something on Facebook about a name and then retracts it and says, I'm sorry, I got that wrong, in a cell for 16 hours? Come on. What are you doing? The point I'm making is this. If the powers that be, who are currently in full-on ferocious, furious parent, let's censor everybody, you're getting a smack botty, go to the naughty step mode, with all the adults in this country, are going to do these things, then you need to clearly explain to us what it was that happened, what it was they said, and why you are doing what you are doing. Because right now, you're not helping. And the reason you're not telling us what they said or what they did is because you're fearful of what will happen if you do. That's why, I think. Well, who are you frightened of? The people? You should be frightened of the people, by the way. Government should be frightened of the people. So who exactly is it you're trying to protect? I want to know. 20 months? Why? What did he say? Where did he say it? How many people saw it? What did he say? Why did he say it? Has he got a history of violence? What's he done before? If we've arrested some far-right knuckle dragging scumbag who was out there deliberately to cause trouble because they're a thug, criminal history, if it's not spent, criminal history. What's he done before? Has he got a rap sheet as long as your arm? That's what I want to know, right? If we arrest some hard left lunatic Labour councillor, which we have done, okay, he's been arrested and he's been charged, but with a lesser offence than the, egging on murder offence. I don't think egging on is the right legal term, but you get my drift, right? And we've got it right there in front of us. Then I want to know what's happening to him. I want to know where it's going, and there should be regular reports about where it's going. They've been better with that one, strangely enough, haven't they? It's almost like they had the opportunity to make it look like they were doing something. I know I'm cynical. Forgive me, right? But there's something not right here. It just all feels really strange and weird, like some episode out of the Twilight Zone. It really does. But this is the start. This is not the end. It ain't going away. It ain't going away. And they're going to do everything they can to stifle your speech. Everything they can to stifle your thought. Because if you stifle the speech, you stifle the thought. You stifle the thought, you stifle the action. And before we know it, we're like the rest of the sheep in this country who just wander around not paying attention to what's going on. Aren't we? And I think it's horrendous that those that be think we can't handle the reality. This man went to jail. Here's what he said. Let's kill all grannies. And let's do it in a really interesting way. We want grannies dropped from great heights. Okay. Bring us a granny, he said, albeit, 5 Ash Lane. Just bring around a granny, and we're gonna throw her from a building. If that's what he said, then stick the bugger in jail. If that's what he said and he meant it, stick him in jail for incitement. Inciting violence. Inciting violence is not free speech. You don't get to do that. Same as shouting, fire in a theatre. But if the authorities want us to trust them, and right now the trust is going out the window at a rate of knots, you need to be transparent. You need to be fully transparent about what's happening to whom and why. Otherwise, the public are just going to think that you're persecuting them. And persecuted people who feel persecuted, will end up with little or nothing to lose. You, the powers that be, are making this worse. You, through your inability to be transparent, may well be inciting violence. And that's something we should think about. The rest of us, we just behave ourselves and keep going and stop thinking it's left and right. It's not. It's authoritarianism versus freedom. Take your pick. All right? I'll see you later. Let's keep going. Bye-bye.